Our relationship with Canyon Capital Realty Advisors all started with a phone call asking if we would like a donation of a couple of refrigerators and a television. And of course we said yes, and they came in and they saw what we did. And I believe that once they came in and saw the facility and met the staff, they really wanted to have an impact on our organization, and they truly have.
Yeah, you know, I really didn't have much familiarity at all with the Boys and Girls Club. I'd heard of it, but it really wasn't until we started our fundraising event and spent time with the kids that I really got what an amazing organization the club is and what it really provides for these kids.
So then I got this call from this wonderful company called Canyon Capital, who I'd never actually heard of before that. But they called and they basically wanted to bring all of their employees to the club.
We had a volunteer day during the holidays. There was art projects being made, there was food being served, there was backpack giveaways, there was a big dodgeball game, and all of the kids and all the Canyon Capital employees had such a great time.
And what was really exciting about working with Canyon Capital was just that they did all of it. Basically, they had the ideas, they had the drive, they wanted to do it for our kids.
So there's the volunteering aspect that they have, plus the time that they spend in the club with the kids. I think it's one of our kids' favorite days. Like, they look forward to this day every year.
You gotta start with the dodgeball.
Annual dodgeball.
The warball game.
Playing warball. We're playing knockout.
The dodgeball game.
And dodgeball.
The dodgeball.
Because I was kind of shocked. Those kids throw really fast. And so I didn't expect to be like jumping out of the way like right when I first on there. Like, you know, how about giving me a warm up?
And we started dunking, and I still lost, unfortunately.
Yeah, these little guys though were dunking. They're like this big, jumping up there. I probably hadn't played knockout in 10 years, and I'd like to play it again.
That was really a fun time.
You know, they even beat us. I think it was either once or twice.
I think we might have lost both times.
Yeah.
I spent some time in the art room, and these kids are great. I mean, they're just seeing the creativity. We did this project with
kind of candy Christmas trees.
Ice cream cones and frosting and sprinkles and sparkles, and some of the things that these kids made were really outrageous. And so you could see they were so excited that they made their project and then they ate it.
It really seems to serve a very important role in the life of a lot of the kids in these communities, particularly at-risk youth, who, if they didn't have this place to go to, you know, play with friends, to, you know, work on their homework, you know, do those sorts of things, I mean, where would they go?
It's so much more than just an after-school program where kids are dropped off and stay until their parents can pick them up.
I myself am a member of Boys and Girls Club back in Lansing, Michigan, where I grew up. And, you know, it was just a phenomenal pinnacle of the community. You know, us as kids going after school would always go there, hang out, and you had big brothers and mentors who sort of taught you at a young age to think outside the box, but also expose you to different things, not just within your community.
I was a member too of the Boys and Girls Club, and when I was growing up in Texas, and the way that I always remembered it was the one place where like my friends and I could get together after school and not have our parents around, and you know, and it was when I really first got into sports.
It was a fantastic time. I loved coming here. I loved the staff. I mean, I think that any kid, long-term looking back, you know, 20 years later, you look back at the time when you were at the club, and the thing that mattered most was the staff.
I grew up here at the Boys and Girls Club of Santa Monica, and it had a great impact on my life. When I was 12 years old, I was selected to the All-Star basketball team, in which we traveled to Hawaii for 10 days to participate in a basketball tournament. That was the first time I flew on a plane, first time I've been away from my parents, and the first time I really understood what it was about being with friends and starting lifelong relationships.
It was their second home, sort of their home away from home after school, you know, and that energy that they came there with, and the friends that they made, and with the staff too, and just how much the staff cared about them, to me was the most striking thing.
We truly rely on the support and generosity of companies like Canyon Capital. Our kids paid just $20 a year to participate in all of our programs, and our actual cost is around $1,000 per kid.
If we as an organization and other for-profit organizations do not take the time and energy to make the effort to give, then then why do what we do?
it feels great to help them financially, but I think it feels even better to have the Canyon people really participating, knowing we're making a difference in the kids' lives, and really sort of seeing the fruits of our labor.
You know, I think, you know, maybe we're giving a gift to the club, but the club also gave us a gift in letting us be part of their experience and meet these kids and meet the staff and, you know, see a new perspective on this whole universe of children who are getting this amazing opportunity.